In the late 1800s, Canada was on a mission to grow. The government had a dream, a railway that stretched all the way across the country, from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific. They called it the Canadian Pacific Railway, or the CPR, and they promised it would unite Canada, bring new trade and travel opportunities, and help settle the West. But like most big dreams in history, not everyone saw it the same way. To politicians and business owners, the CPR was the future. It would connect provinces, move soldiers quickly if needed, and bring goods and people to places that had never seen a train before. To settlers, it was hope, a chance to own land, find work, and build new communities in places they'd only heard about. But to many others, the CPR was a symbol of loss, danger, or injustice. First Nations communities were deeply affected. As the railway pushed west, it cut through lands that had been theirs for generations. Treaties were signed quickly, often unfairly. The buffalo were already disappearing, and now the land itself was being taken too. Communities were moved, ways of life were disrupted, promises were broken. For Chinese railway workers, the CPR was both a job and a risk. Thousands came to Canada to help build the most dangerous sections of the railway, through rock, mountain, and forest. They were paid less than white workers, forced to live in harsh conditions, and often denied basic rights. Many died, and after the railway was complete, they were told they didn't belong. Métis families, still recovering from the Red River resistance, watched the railway bring more settlers into their traditional territories, without consultation, without support. Their farms were pushed aside, their communities were ignored. So what do you do when one project is seen as both a triumph and a tragedy? You speak up, you use your voice, you try to change how people see it. Now here's your challenge. You'll be stepping into the shoes of someone living in Canada in the 1880s. A person with a strong opinion about the Canadian Pacific Railway. It could be someone who supports it, or someone who opposes it. But either way, you have something to say. Your task is to create a poster or advertisement that represents one of these perspectives on the CPR. Your poster should be bold, creative, and historically accurate. It can use drawings, slogans, colors, headlines, anything that helps tell your message. You might be a First Nations community member warning others about what the railway is doing to the land. A settler family urging people to move west on the newly connected rail line. A Chinese railway worker demanding better pay, safety, and respect. A government official celebrating Canada United from sea to sea. A Métis farmer sharing what the railway has taken from your community. Think about the perspective you're adopting for this. What do they want other people to feel when they see your poster? Hope? Pride? Anger? Fear? You'll also write a short explanation to go with your work, describing what perspective you focused on, what their opinion on the CPR is, why you designed your poster the way you did. In the 1800s, people used posters, speeches, and newspapers to shape public opinion. Now it's your turn to do the same. Use your creativity, use your historical thinking, and most importantly, use your voice. Because history isn't just what happened, it's also how people responded.